Wanyama kalu, wanyama kalu, tababa wali, tababa wali. Greetings, greetings, welcome everyone. Welcome to Health Watch Thursday, live here at the New Earth Health Food Store in Accra, Ghana. My name is Chef Bobo D, and I'm a vegan chef. I call myself Ghanaian by the way of Jamaica. Coming here to Ghana, and I'm here to share with you all my special recipe and discuss the healing power of juicing, detoxifying, and revitalizing your body through the power of juicing. We're here today, and I just want to tell you a brief background about myself. I'm a vegan chef. I specialize in Caribbean cuisine. I veganize Jamaican food, so all the Jamaicans' popular foods: curry goat, jerk chicken, curry chicken, oxtail. I have my own vegan version of those recipes, which I created my own special cookbook that's available on my website, chefbobod.com. You can follow me also on my social media handles on Instagram, _Chef Bobo D, on Facebook as well. So tonight we'll be sharing the power of juicing. Now, what is juicing? Juicing is the process of extracting juice via a juicer or a blender to get the actual nutrients and minerals and vitamins out of the juices, out of the fruits and vegetables that you could use to help to nourish, revitalize, and heal yourself through the juicing process. The purpose is to explore how juicing could help to detoxify your body. Now, you know, we hear a lot of people talking about detoxing, taking special pills and potions for detox, but you could naturally detox yourself through fruits and vegetables. Now, the benefit of juicing is that you get the nutrient densities from the juice, right? You basically get a stronger concentrated source of vitamins and minerals by juicing your food or blending it versus cooking your food. When you cook your food, you lose most of the nutrients from the food itself. But so when you juice your food, your fruits and your vegetables, you actually extract more minerals, more vitamins, and it absorbs better in your body than the digestive process. Juicing helps also to minimize your body from overworking itself by processing heavy foods like meats, dairy products, and things of that nature. So the juicing will alleviate some of those processes on your body and let your body have a more gentler experience in getting the vital nutrients and minerals that it needs to absorb for your body to produce better. I consider your body the most luxurious, expensive automobile that's out there. Your body is what moves you into your daily life for you to experience life in this 3D reality. And in order to optimize the usage of your body is by putting the right foods, giving it the right nutrients, the right minerals that could fuel your body to perform at its optimal best. So today, we'll be talking about the benefits of juicing. We'll be talking about the essential nutrients. We'll be talking about the detoxification process, and also talk about some practical tips that you could use at home. For those who never juiced before, you don't need a juicer to juice. You could use a blender if you have a blender to juice your fruits and your vegetables. You just have to make sure that you have some type of device, whether it's a mesh strainer or a cheesecloth, where you could strain so you could extract the juices from your fruits and vegetables. So today we're talking about the nutrients and minerals that you could help to promote from juicing. So juicing, in terms of getting the vital nutrients that you need, it also helps to improve your digestive system. The enzymes in the raw juice enhance digestive health. It reduces the digestive overload of your body from processing harsh foods that we put into our systems. It helps to boost your immune system because you get a lot of antioxidants, especially from your juices. Your fruits, especially strawberries, watermelon. Today we are doing watermelon, pine, and ginger, and you get a lot of antioxidant properties from these fruits and vegetables as well. You increase your energy levels It provides natural energy boosting nutrients that reduces fatigue, and it helps you to move more energetically throughout the day. Keeps your mind alert, keeps you alert, gives you the focus that you need to focus on your daily activities. The essential nutrients you get, depending on the fruits or the vegetable that you're juicing, you could get vitamin C, vitamin A, B vitamins as well. That's essential for the body. You could get a lot of vitamin C from citrus fruits, as we have today. We have some pineapple and we have some lemons as well. You could get a lot of minerals like potassium, magnesium, that support the the function of the body. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals found in, like I said, berries. You could get it in green tea. You could get it in dark leafy vegetables as well. The enzymes that you get from the juicing helps to aid in digestive process. It helps to absorb some of the foods that your body that's hard to break down in your body. So juicing helps to aid in the digestive process. So that's why it's very important to make sure that in any healthy lifestyle that you're trying to practice, to incorporate juicing as well as a normal process to help to build your digestive system and heal your digestive system as well. The juicing process for me helps to aid in eliminating certain certain things that you put in your body. Like if you're a meat eater and you've been eating meat for a lot of years, right? When you're starting to juice, it's helped to start clean out your colon. It's a good colon detox where you can flush out all the foods that's been gummed up into your colon. That's why we have a lot of colon disease right now. You have colon cancer at an alarming rate for those who are meat eaters. And when you start juicing, you find yourself feeling more energized because all that waste product is coming out of your colon. And you actually lose weight because you store a lot of weight in your colon from the food that's hard to digest. So if you start a juice fast, you could literally lose 5 to 10 pounds within 2 weeks just by eliminating, expelling all the harsh food that you eat that's been stored in your colon for a lot of years if you've been eating meat for a long time. And I know that a lot of us here are meat eaters that have been eating meat for a long time, and now you're feeling the effects of eating that type of diet. Having the meat in your body, eating chicken and beef and pork, it slows your body down. It gives your body a longer time to process, to get any vital nutrients that you need out of it. And really and truly, it only wear and tear on your body. So when you're starting to juice, it will help you to aid in the digestive process. It will heal your digestive system and give you the vital nutrients that you need to start to heal yourself. So you could actually heal yourself through juicing. Right? You could cleanse. You could do a lot of cleanse. You could do a kidney cleanse. You could do a colon cleanse. You could do an overall detox just by the different types of fruits and vegetables that you decide to juice. Right? So for me, an overall detox, you got your green juices, you got your kale, your spinach, your cucumber that support overall detox. A good colon detox for me that I could recommend is you could use pineapple and cucumber. The pineapple and the cucumber will help to detox your gut and cause you to have good gut health and clean out your colon. The fiber from those fruits and vegetables will help to kind of scrub the lining of your colon and kind of get all the gunk out. And you start to go to the bathroom and you feel yourself moving more freer when you go to the bathroom. And you actually start losing weight. Your skin start to look to improve. Your energy levels starting to increase because now your body's becoming light. Your body's not overworking itself from digesting these harsh foods, right? Practical tips. So practical tips of juicing is to use foods that's organic, right? So that's one of the first thing that I would recommend. Choose organic produce. Reduce your exposure to pesticides and chemicals. So you want to support your local farmers. Make sure that wherever you're sourcing your produce from, that they're not using chemicals or fertilizer to help to grow their food quicker. we have to be mindful of GMO products, which are genetically modified organisms, that's being introduced all over the world. I know that right now, that here in Ghana currently, that's not a popular thing, but I know that eventually it'll work its way in. So now you have to be mindful of the food that you're buying and where you're purchasing your food from, right? So make sure that when you're purchasing your produce, to get it from local farmers who are not using heavy pesticides or any type of GMO products when they're growing their foods, right? And it's hard for people to understand, like when you're buying watermelon, make sure your watermelon is seeded, right? Seeded watermelon. You have people that are selling watermelon without any seeds, and it's hard to comprehend a fruit without a seed. How can you have a fruit without a seed? I call that a Frankenstein fruit, right? So we're going to stick to live food, real food, food that will aid our body, will give us the proper nutrients and minerals that we need to maintain good health and optimal health, right? So when you're juicing, it's good to balance your flavors. You want to mix a little sweet, a little tart, a little bitter, and that's a combination of vegetables to kind of balance out the taste. So today, what I'll be juicing, I have some watermelon, I have a pineapple, I have ginger, and I also have lemon. So it's a good combination where you could balance out the sweetness with the tartness, little spice, because we're here in Ghana. The ginger helps to aid in circulation. So, you need things to kind of help the blood to circulate so you could feel all the vitamins and nutrients flowing through your bloodstream, and it goes quicker to the body, absorb quicker in the body as well. When you're juicing, you want to drink it fresh. You want to consume your juice immediately. If you juice enough and you want to put it in the fridge, I say that don't leave it in the fridge for too long. Minimum 1 day, 2 days at tops. And once you juice, consume it immediately, where you could actually absorb all the minerals and vitamins in the juice. Because it's fresh and it's live, anything after a day or two, then you start losing the potency of the juice itself, right? When you start into a juice diet or a juice to incorporate juicing into your lifestyle, you want to start slowly. It's a process. It's not a race. In anything, you have to do things in moderation. For me, just to give you a little background on my journey as a vegan, I've been a vegan for over 20 years, going on 30 years, to be honest with you. I'm not tell you my age, but I've been a vegan for almost 30 years. And in my journey as a vegan, I transitioned in many different ways. I started off as a raw foodist, right? I started off just juicing. So there was many different transitions for me in my vegan journey. So when I started, I had to wean myself slowly, right? So me, the first thing, I stopped eating, and I'm talking about, I told you I was 20 plus years. I started vegan at the age of 18, right? So I'm kind of giving you a little background on my age. Y'all could do the math, right? So in my process, the first thing I started off, I stopped eating pork, right? And that was more of a spiritual choice and stop eating pork. And then from that, I stopped eating the dark parts of the chicken. I only started eating chicken breasts. And so I cut off pork, I cut off beef, and then I went to just chicken, right? From chicken and fish. I stopped eating chicken and I went to fish. And this process, I was slowly weaning myself off this process until I could get into the flow, because in the process, if you don't know how to maintain yourself and sustain yourself, then you'll find yourself going back to eating meat because you didn't learn how to nourish yourself. You didn't know how to prepare the food. People think that when you're vegan, all you eat just grass, right? All you eat is vegetables. They don't know that there's so much different varieties of vegetables, fruits, nuts and grains that you could consume. That's more than meat. For meat, you only have pork, beef, chicken, fish, unless you eat bush meat or any other exotic meat or exotic foods. But the main source of your protein that they're pushing in the market is that if you don't eat meat, you're not getting enough protein. And for me, that's a gross understatement, because you could get so much so much protein from plant-based diet, right? If you compare just broccoli to chicken, you can get more protein from broccoli that you could get from chicken, right? And trust me, some of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom are vegetarians. You're talking about gorillas and elephants. They're one of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom, and they have vegan diets, vegetarian diets, right? So for someone to say that being vegan, that you're not nourishing yourself properly and you're not going to be healthy, I think that's a misnomer. It's proven that you have bodybuilders that are on plant-based diets, right? Because you could get leaner muscles, you could get stronger in strength by eating the proper foods that you need to nourish back your body. And if you think about it, when you eat meat or beef, the cows, the chickens, all these different animals, they eat grains, they eat grass. So they're actually eating a vegetarian diet, and you're getting those nutrients from a third source. So cut out the middleman and go straight to the earth. They said let the food be your medicine your food. So you have to go back to nature to heal yourself. So being a vegan for me, and in that transitioning journey, it was easier for me to maintain my health and to live a more preventative lifestyle than a reactive lifestyle. As you get older and you go to your doctor, they start telling you to cut down the red meat intake, start eating more fruits, start eating more vegetables. So why wait until your health is at risk to start making these changes in your lifestyle, right? And this is not just a diet, because diet means diet eating. We're talking about a lifestyle, a life change. This is the way that you could invest in yourself, because the greatest wealth that we have is our health. You could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have good health, you cannot enjoy it. So definitely health is your wealth. So invest in yourself, right? Invest in yourself, invest in your health. Make sure when you're buying your fruits, your vegetables, make sure that you're buying foods and vegetables, like I said, that's not heavily pesticide, right? And that's the best way you could take care of yourself. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body responds to the different foods that you eat. Because maybe you have an allergy. You might have an allergy to nuts. So you have to be mindful of what you eat, and you have to listen to your body, because your body talks to you, right? Your body will tell you based on what you eat, how you feel. And you have to go off of the feeling of how the food absorbs in your body and how it makes you perform in terms of waking up feeling energized, or whether you wake up and you feel low in energy. So pay attention to your body. See how your body responds to the different type of juices that you make. Now, there's a whole slew of different recipes out there. You could, like I said, you have juicing recipes for detoxification, for your kidneys. You have juices out there that detoxify and flush out your colon. You have juices that's good to clean your blood. For women, you have juices out there that's good for menstrual cycle. For women that's going through menopause, you have different juices that could aid in that. For men as well, you have juices out there that could aid in building your libido, especially watermelon. Today I'll be juicing some watermelon. And for my brothers out there, you see this part of the watermelon, the rind. Now, when I was growing up, I was told that this wasn't the best thing to eat. But come to find out of the whole entire watermelon, the rind, that green part of the watermelon, has the most vitamins, the most nutrients that you need. And it's good for your libido as well. Aids in circulation, is good for your heart. So definitely, juicing aids us in many different ways, many different forms. So I encourage everyone to incorporate juicing into your lifestyle, right? For me, I encourage people, when you're starting to juice, you could use juice in a detoxification process to help to give yourself a detox. I say that probably 4 times for the year, every quarter, you should do a detox to flush out some of the environmental toxins that you're taking in, right? Some of the foods that you might be eating if you're not vegetarian. Even if you're a vegetarian, you still have to detox, because at some point your body needs to reset itself. And the only way for you to detox is by fasting. And one of the best options that I do recommend for anyone who wants to fast, whether you're doing a dry fast or water fast, I suggest a juice fast, because in fact, it's aiding in the detoxification, and it's also cleaning out some of your organs, like your kidney, your liver, and your colon, which are 3 vital organs that aids in the detoxification of food that goes into your body, right? So To prepare for a fasting journey, I recommend that people 3 to 4 days prior to starting your fast is to start to do things to prepare you for that fast. First, you have to prepare yourself mentally. Because trust me, when you're fasting, a lot of things will come up for you emotionally, right? Because a lot of us have a lot of emotional ties when it comes to food, right? Food is like a drug. Basically, the food administrations out there, when they put the packaging on the packaging, if you read it, you see how much sugar food contains, how much salt it contains. And these two things are things that's not good for the body. Too much sugar leads to diabetes. Too much salt leads to hypertension. And as melanated people out there in the world, these are two of the main diseases that we suffer from, which is hypertension and diabetes, right? So juicing, especially when you juice fruits and vegetables, depending on what you're juicing, these things help to aid in stabilizing your blood sugar level. It helps to help stabilize hypertension. It helps to also clean the body of the excess sugar and excess salt that we consume, right? So for me as well, with drinking water, I tell people a lot that our body is more than 70% of water, right? I know we drink water, but if we're not drinking the proper water, we could also be harming ourselves with the water that we intake, right? You have the best water to drink is spring water, right? What I always say to people, it's good to eat your water. What do I mean by eat your water? You get more liquid out of watermelon, right? The building products of watermelon, instead of getting H2O, you get a thing called H3O, which in the watermelon, it gives you more absorption rate of liquid in the body, right? Watermelon, it hydrates you more than water does. Coconut water as well. Coconut water also carry a lot of nutrients that helps to revitalize you, especially in the summer months that's coming up right now. Time is going to get hot. Watermelon, cucumber, and coconut water are some of the best things to consume during that time because you get all the electrolytes that your body needs to keep you hydrated, to keep your organs hydrated, to help to flush and to detoxify you, right? So gradually start to take your time and building yourself. So hydrate yourself, right? You start cutting down the foods that you eat. No more alcohol. You cut down off the sugar, cut down off the meat. Start eating more vegetables. And like I said, this is leading up to your water fast. So you're getting your body prepared to go on a journey, right? So you're taking time to eliminate some of the foods that you might have cravings for when you're on your journey. And like I said, when you're going on a fast, it's not just something physical that you're doing for yourself. It's something that's even spiritual, right? So you have to get your mind ready. You have to prepare yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally for that journey. So hydrate yourself. Intake a lot of water. Eat your water. Eat more watermelons. Eat more pineapple. Eat more salads, raw salads, without any dressing, right? If you want to give it a little flavor, squeeze some lemon on it, right? The lemon actually activates a lot of the nutrients in your salad and gives it better. It's better for you to absorb in your body. Make sure you stock up on your supplies. Make sure you have your list of what you're going to eat every day. Make a plan. Have a meal plan and a prep plan. Have a time prepared of the time that you're going to eat, the foods that you're going to eat every day, so you can stay consistent and disciplined on that journey. All right, make sure you have proper storage containers so you could meal prep, because it's hard to prepare for juicing because it's a lot of things that's involved. You have to make sure that you have your fruits prepared, have everything cut up, and if you're working and you have a busy schedule, it's the best way for you to maintain that fasting discipline is by doing a lot of meal prepping. So meal prepping is very important. That came out, and then you can see how rich that juice looks, right? I'm pouring on this container. Now, normally, what we prepare today will basically fill this container, right? You could get at least up to a liter up to 1.5 liters, depending on how many pineapples or how many, if you use a whole entire watermelon or juice. I'm gonna go ahead. I didn't have my spoon with me today, but go ahead and give it a nice little shaky shake. Kind of just incorporate all the different flavors of the juices. And I have some sample cups here. Have my live studio audience sample the juice and woo!
Yes. That's a nice combination. Almost like a
Whoop.
premium lemonade.
Yes.
Should I just hold it because I'm other people? That lemon gives it a nice
zing, right? And the ginger also helps and aid.
What do you think, sir?
It's decent.
It's decent. Oh, you know your father's. This is okay.
I mean, I have it all the time, so.
You're being critical. This is your father.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Really nice. Like
Yeah.
a punch, huh? Better than Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, so this is a good, I call this the summer revitalization. This is my natural
What you
Gatorade.
think, wifey? Come on.
Ooh, can I have extras?
Yeah.
The ginger is with. This is a premium lemonade for real.
Yeah.
This is upscale.
Yeah. It's like a high class lemonade.
Cheers to good health.
That was really good.
Yeah, so you could balance it out by adding more pineapple. All right. Like I said, I didn't finish juicing all of the fruits. We still have pineapple left, so normally I add some more pineapple to kind of bring out the sweetness in it, because our body still crave some form of fructose, and the best way to get your fructose is through your fruits, right? Instead of the processed sugars that they have. So I'm gonna hand out, and then the lemon. I like the zing from the lemon because the lemon helps to break down the mucus as well. It's a good mucus buster, right? Especially when you go into cold and flu season. The mucus will help, the lemon will help to break down the mucus. The ginger as well.
Yeah, you
Also
can feel the
helps to-
ginger going through the blood. I can feel it
Yeah.
going through my body.
Go through the body. And it helps to move the mucus out of all your organs. Especially in the lymphatic system. The ginger helps to move out all the mucus out of those areas and expel it, whether you cough it out, whether you pass it through, pass it through your colon, pass it through your bowel movement. Definitely helps in the circulation. Right. Okay, so we're going to answer some questions from our friends out there in YouTube land. So what are the challenges with juicing? Okay, so great question. One of the biggest challenges I hear that people complain about that they face when they're juicing is actually having recipes, right? And not only just recipe, having the time. And that's why we're saying that when you're going to start this journey, you have to have a meal plan. You have to know what your daily intake is going to look like. What is it? What is your mission? What is your intention for juicing? So if today I'm like, okay, I normally, when I juice, I do like a series. Like for one day, if it's pineapple and ginger and watermelon, that's all I'm doing that whole entire day, right? So for me, I'll go ahead and probably have like a gallon bottle of juice that's already prepped, or I'll break it down based on my schedule. If it's a busy day, I have to go to work, or I know that my day is going to be consumed with a lot of busy activities, I won't have the time to prep for that day. I'll prep the day before. So I'll have all my stuff pre-packed and ready to juice. So if I get up early in the morning, I'll probably make like a half-gallon bottle of juice. I'll put it into a container, whether it's a water bottle, some type of container that could keep it fresh. And then I'll go throughout my day and I'll just keep on drinking. And then to balance that out, I'll make sure I have some spring water. Now, what I suggest for people that's drinking water, I suggest you take some lemon. You can squeeze the lemon and put it inside your water. Because when you add the lemon to the water, that actually alkalizes the water as well, right? You know, a lot of people saying that lemons or limes are acidic, but they're acidic in nature, but when you consume it, it really alkaline inside your body, right? So don't be scared of drinking your water with lemon. And like I said, just to maintain a constant discipline, you have to really have that mental focus of your goals, of what you're trying to accomplish. You know, a lot of people come into juicing for a lot of reasons. They might want to have a weight loss goal that they're trying to achieve because they have some type of event that's coming up, whether they're getting married or their birthday, or they just want to go on that vacation, just get into that two-piece bikini, right? So, you know, they try quick remedies, pills and potions to try to lose weight drastically. But like I'm saying, in juicing, you know, we keep at least about 10 pounds of weight in our colon. And juicing can help to flush out your colon. So you could find yourself losing weight rapidly on a juicing diet, whether you juice for 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days. You could see a difference when you're done. But my warning to people is that make sure that you maintain a healthy version of yourself before you start the juicing process. So make sure you want to do a drastic assessment of your eating habits, and then process that in terms of entering into a new lifestyle. So juicing is definitely
Another question to
one of those
piggyback
things.
off of that. Do you go through any type of weakness after day 1, 2, 3?
Oh,
You
wow.
find that
Listen,
happen?
and I think that's one of the things that people struggle with, because your body's so conditioned into eating, especially if you're eating sweets, if you're eating refined foods, your body's so conditioned to these things, is that you find yourself start becoming weak. And that's why I'm saying, when you're going to start a juicing journey, there's certain preparations that you have to do prior to starting the juicing, right? Start to wean yourself off of those refined foods, the sugars, the flour, the bread, the rice, right? Start taking your time and cutting and minimizing those things leading up to your juicing journey. Because when you do that, when you start hitting those pitfalls in the first day or first 2 days of juicing, I think by day 3 or day 4, your body start to get into that mechanics of, okay, I recognize that this is doing good for me. I feel better. I feel more energized. And then your body now will start to recognize that and start to stop fiending for those refined processed food that you were used to put into your body, right? So definitely, before start juicing, start to wean yourself off of these type of refined foods and processed foods, because they're heavily salted and heavily sugared. And to me, like I tell people, what we're really eating is salt and sugar, right? And excuse my language, I could use salt and sugar and shit and make it taste sweet, and you will eat it, right? Because our body is used to salt and sugar, right? That's what we're eating. In all the food packages that you look at, you know, look at the details of the packaging. Look at your sugar content and look at your salt content. And that's what keeps us addicted to eating these processed foods. And the salt, for one, is something that gives it a longer shelf life, right? So they put a lot of sodium into these foods so you can have a longer shelf life. So that's what's killing our people nowadays with disease in our body, by giving us hypertension and diabetes, by overly salted food and overly sugarized food that killing us. And the sugar that they're using is the white sugar that's bleached and it's unrefined. So therefore, it causes a lot of dis-ease in the body. Like Dr. Sebi says, it helps to build more mucus inside of your body. And drinking these natural juices will help to cleanse the mucus out. And in Jamaica, we have we have a saying that the only two sickness that we have is cold and gas. All right. When you're sick, drink a lick of tea. Right? The tea cure everything. So you find yourself, when you're juicing, you start expelling a lot of gas that's been built up in the body. Right? You find yourself expelling a lot of mucus that's built up in the body from eating a lot of floury foods. Right? Because we eat bread. Bread is a staple in many cultures and many diets. Bread is a staple. And if you're eating white bread and even whole wheat bread, bread on a general note is a very strong mucus builder. So stay away from your bread, stay away from your white sugars, stay away from your white rice. Try to eat more whole grains. If you're eating bread, spelt bread. That's a recommendation. Spelt flour, good substitute for white flour. Right? So you want to make sure that you do that. Testimonies. Listen. The proof is in the pudding, right? When you start your juicing journey, a lot of people, the first thing they come back and they tell me is that, listen, I feel more energized, I feel lighter, I feel myself losing weight. They start seeing the difference in the clothing that they used to own. They have to go start buying new clothes, right? Because you find yourself losing weight and feeling good. And when you're fasting, I don't recommend that you do heavy exercise, but some light walking, because you don't want to burn too much energy. When you're fasting, you really want to give your body rest, so you don't want to put out too much energy, but you still want to find yourself doing a little bit of light walking, 15 minutes in the morning. That's good. Start breathing more, getting more oxygen in your body to help aid the cleansing process of your body. Find yourself getting more rest, because your body heals and repairs itself when you're at rest. Right, so make yourself incorporating rest into your routine as well. Try to get those 8 hours in, right? Get your proper rest so your body could heal itself, right? Stretching, yoga is a good form of stretching. Just getting up and doing some type of stretching to help to relieve tension in your muscles, relieve tensions into your joints during the detoxification process. Because trust me when I tell you, when you start juicing, all your organs, all your lymphatic system, your blood circulatory system, your digestive system, all these systems that aids into reproducing and regenerating new cells in your body, they actually start doing a lot of work. And during this work, movement in the body helps to aid in expelling a lot of these toxins that's in your body, right? So you want to do light exercise, you want to do breathing exercise, you want to do stretching exercise to aid in that process as well. All right, so I recommend that to my clients. And when they come back after their 7 days, 14 days, or 21-day journey, whichever they decide to do for themselves, they come back and say that they could feel the difference. They could see the difference, not just in their physical appearance, but also how they feel. They could see their changes in their skin texture, changes in their nails, changes in even their hair growth as well. All right. Very good question. Is it hard being a vegan in Ghana? Listen, it's not hard. You just have to know where to go to source the products. Because there's one thing I can tell you about Ghana, when it comes to fruits and vegetables, it's here. Right? But you have to know where to go, which market you have to go to source the different fruits and produce that you need to sustain your lifestyle. For me, when I started my journey, I used to eat soy. And then when I started doing my research on soy and seeing the harmful effects that it has on your body, I started weaning away from soy, and I started using certain substitutes. I use jackfruit as a substitute. You also could use, you got jackfruit, you have mushrooms. Thank you, mushrooms. And mushrooms, you have different types of mushrooms. You have oyster mushrooms, right? You have and the oyster mushrooms, all of them have different properties. And you have lion mane mushroom, you have trumpet mushrooms, you have different type of mushrooms that you could eat, and each of them has different textures that can mimic certain foods that you're used to, like chicken and fish. Like for me, like I said, I veganize Jamaican food. So if you want curry chicken, oyster mushrooms, or lion mane mushrooms, gives you that same texture that chicken has, right? When I want to make my own oxtail, I use jackfruit and I use trumpet mushrooms, and that will give you the same texture, right? You can incorporate beet in that mixture as well. And when you create it, you can see the same texture that it has as oxtail, right? When I'm using fish, you have a thing called heart of palm that I use as a fish substitute. So like for me, Jamaican national dish, ackee and saltfish, I could use jackfruit as a substitute, or I could use heart of palms as a substitute for that fish. So that we see that there's many different options that you could use to substitute and to transition into a healthier lifestyle. So you don't have to depend upon meat, you don't have to depend upon red meat, chicken, goat, whatever it is that you eat. You have different things that you can use that carry the same flavor, the same texture, based on how you spice it, and trust me, you won't miss it, right?
I wanted to add to that. It was a Jamaican chef that was on YouTube that used soursop. But
Soursop.
before when
Yes.
it's not ripe,
Yes,
before you
so-
start hearing the scent.
Yes, so soursop and jackfruit as well, because I mentioned jackfruit. So the soursop and jackfruit, those are best used when they're green, right? Because when it starts to ripe, it doesn't give you the same flavor that it will when you cook it. Especially jackfruit, when it's green, the jackfruit absorb the seasoning that you put in it. So if you want to do some, like a curry chicken and you want to use jackfruit, it absorbs that flavor of the curry. So when you season it, trust me, the texture, the taste, the flavor don't change. You'll never know the difference. You never know the difference. So soursop is a good substitute as well. And trust me, I tasted it before and I never tried it. Somebody did some jerk soursop already and I tasted it, and trust me, when I tasted it, he didn't tell me it was soursop at first. He said, I want you to try this. And when I tried it, I'm like, this is good. What is it? He said, soursop. I said, what? I didn't know that soursop could carry that same flavor, especially when you jerk it and grill it. This person, they actually jerked it with the jerk seasoning and they put it on the grill. So I normally have my jerk chicken substitute, which I use oyster mushrooms. And I jerk that on a grill. And trust me, when you do it, you'll never know the difference. You'll never know the difference, right? All right, so where can we get your product? So for now, I'm fresh in Ghana. I've been here about 8 months now. So I'm getting my feet secure here and get my feet wet in Ghana. So the products that I have right now to offer is that I also do sea moss gels and juices that are infused with sea moss. So right now I have a pine and ginger infused sea moss. I have a watermelon infused sea moss, and then I also have a sea moss gel, and this is the purple moss, right? So, and I know here at New Earth Health Food Store, they have raw sea moss as well, and I think I need to come back and do a sea moss demonstration, see how you to prepare the sea moss and talk about the benefits of sea moss. Now, just a quick overview of sea moss. Sea moss has 92% of the 102% of vitamins and minerals that your body needs. 92%, right? Out of 102% of all the minerals and vitamins that your body needs. It has a high content of iodines for those who have thyroid issues. It's good for thyroid issues. It's good for digestive issues. It's good for a lot of things, especially if you add burdock root. If you add that burdock root to it, that's the trick. It will take you to that 102% minerals and vitamins that you need for your body. So burdock root is a game changer when you add it with your sea moss, right? So I think I asked Dr. Sharita to invite me back here so we could go into more details about sea moss. So how you could contact me, I'm on Instagram, Chef Bobo D, _ Chef Bobo D on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well. I have my website, which is chefbobod.com. I have a cookbook that I offer on my website as well. I'm also getting ready to start my juicing book, so that will be out by the end of the year. So stay tuned for that. Give you all my recipes that you need and that could aid in your fasting process, in revitalizing your body, rejuvenating your body, and resetting your body to help to fight some of the disease that we find that we come across in eating certain foods that's unhealthy for us. Can you use the pulp? Yeah, earlier I was saying for the pulp, like in Jamaica, what we'll do with the pulp from the juices that we juice is that we use it to make pudding, right? To make pudding. You can use it to make pudding. Pudding is like for those who are not familiar with pudding, it's like I don't know what they'll say, it's like a cake, right? But it's made with all the fruits from the pulps of the fruits that we use for the juices. So with the watermelons, with the pineapple, with the ginger, I just go ahead and get some spelt flour, whip that bad boy up with some almond milk and coconut milk, and I'll put that bad boy to bake. And trust me, I'm about to do another demonstration on pudding with the pulp from the juices. And I think I have that in my cookbook as well. So my cookbook recipe has a pudding recipe in it, and you could use the pulp from your juicing to make those pudding. Let's see, any other questions? Yeah, and I think basically, that's all the questions that we had from our YouTube. And I'll open it up to our general audience right here. If anybody have any questions regarding the benefits of juicing, what you could gain from incorporating juicing into your lifestyle, definitely the floor is open to anyone who would like to ask any questions.
The audience is just saying they just want some more juice.
Can I have some more juice?
Sure. You have juices here. You could go ahead and help yourself. All right. So, if you don't have any questions, I'd like to thank New Earth Health Food Store for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to present to our family and friends of different ways that you could enhance your health, because your health is your wealth, how you could boost your immune system, how you could detoxify your body, and give yourself a better chance of living a more healthy, a more optimal life. So thank you all for joining me today, and I wish to see you guys soon, whether in YouTube world or here live in the studio audience. Thank you all for your time. This is Chef Bobo D for ITEL is Vital Liberty, and I want to say thank you.
Wanyama kalo, tababa wale,